Okay, I believe we're up and running. Yep, we are running. So thank you for coming out this morning to learn a little bit about iWebatool, and I'll be moving along rather quickly. I'm going to show you as many things as I can. Because this is recorded, it will be put up on YouTube, on my personal YouTube channel. I have a playlist there for iClub, so if you miss stuff here, you don't quite get it, you can always go back and look at it afterwards, and hopefully that'll help. And of course, most of you know how to get a hold of me by phone if you need to as well. So anyway, with the iWebatool, please know that when you're going to iWebatool, it's iWebatool.net. That's the first thing I want to make sure everybody knows. It's not .com, it's .net. And when you go to that page, you just click on the login button. And the login is basically whatever you signed up with iClub, whatever your email address is, that's your login email. And then whatever password you use to join iClub, they just transfer that same password over to iWebatool. So that is basically what you are able to do and to get into right there. And if at any time you have a problem, they do have the forget password thing down here. If you tell them that you forgot password, or actually I have found that the quicker way to get a response, if you ever have a password problem, is to just send an email to support@iclubbiz.com and let them know you need a reset on your iWebatool. And normally when they do that, it comes back and your password is password. So at that point in time, you can at least log in and be able to change your password to whatever you want. So that's the important pieces to know about getting into the system. So I'm already in the system here somewhere else, but I want to make sure that I show you a couple things here. The best place to always go to in iWebatool once you log in is the members area. I think I've got members area set up over here, so I won't do it on 2. All right, there you go. So when you click on members area, it takes you to this page, and this is kind of the main navigation page. A lot of times, I know when I first got iWebatool, I got confused and I started trying to click these buttons up here, and they will kick you right out of the system. So I always say, come back to the members area, and you can work with these buttons here, or they're pretty much the same buttons along the side here. So either way, you can use those buttons and get pretty much where you want to go. One of the important things is to know that out of all the capture pages that you have the ability to call one of them your primary capture page. And so right now I'm actually in Don's account because he's got more capture pages that he's not doing something with. So I wanted to play around with one that he wasn't using. So just so you know, last night we talked about social entrepreneurship. We talked about marketing your cause or your mission or your Friday night essence. But it does work to occasionally with some folks to use these websites that actually show what your product is. And Don decided he wanted to play with one the other day. And so this is the travel opportunity page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to our page full of capture pages so you can see all that's here again. And I've showed this on some other Zoom webinars. But I want you to understand, when you pay your $12.50 a month, you have all 34 of these lead capture pages. They're already sitting here. Most of them are all set up. They are ready for you to be able to use. There is no hosting fee. They're already being hosted by somebody with your $12.50 a month, and they're all here. Every one of them you could use if you so desired. So if you look at There's ones that are totally product oriented. So this one is just about publicizing the travel club. The one that Don's using right now is actually about the travel opportunity. And this is the one that we clicked on for him right now to make his primary page. So you can see these product pages are absolutely all set up and ready to go. You don't have to do a thing to them except publicize your link. And you can see these links have a fairly long name with them because there's so many of them and they all have a different number. Because of this, some people actually choose to go purchase a cheap domain name somewhere and attach it to a page that you want to use a lot because it's just easier in the publication. But right now, I could highlight, copy, and paste this particular long URL into Facebook, and it would jump up and show this particular page. And, you know, this is, like I said, this is what Don's experimenting with. And the beautiful thing is, all set up, don't have to mess with it. If somebody puts in their name and their email address on this one, it will, and people don't have to put their phone, it's there, and if somebody will put it, it's a good thing, but it'll go even if you don't put the phone in. It says click here to hear the rest of the story. So on this totally pre-set up capture page, it's moving, this goes straight to Don's travel site. So if somebody reads the information on this page and decides they like it, they could just sign up right here. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that we have 34 different capture pages, and the simple ones are already set up. You don't have to do a darn thing with them except promote them. So you've got that, you've got one for coffee, you've got one for coral calcium. These are all products that we have in iClubBiz, and they're all set up to go. If somebody purchases the automated downline builder, that's already all set up and ready to go, which actually you end up purchasing leads that get put into your iWebatool, and there is a autoresponder series that automatically starts going out to people. So that, you know, is just another one of these. But where I really want to focus more of our attention here is to show you the ones that are completely able to be edited, because, you know, that's where we can play around and put things about our passion, our purpose. We can talk about our summer camp program we're getting ready to do for kids. I don't know who's got video running in the background, but we can hear it. Let's see. So I am going to focus on number 7 here because this is the, whoa, all kinds of noise. All right, we are recording here, so if you've got noise in your background, I think you can mute yourself with the bar at the bottom on the Zoom. You can mute your audio so that we can't hear you, but you can still hear me. So please, if you've got noise in the background, please do that. All right, so let's go take a look at, let's see, I don't remember what I've got up here. Okay, yes, that's what I've got. Let's take a look at number 7. It's 0007, and again, this is a page that you can edit all over the place and be able to do whatever you want to. This is the main one that I use the most when I'm wanting to promote a cause or something that we're doing. So with this 0007 page, you can choose your own background. You can put your own information up here in terms of what you want as a title. You can grab a YouTube video, hopefully one that you can use somebody else's, and be able to insert it into the page. And then you can also be able to put some additional information in here. and you can tell the system what you want for a landing page. This page actually has its own landing page that you can use, but you can also attach it to a different landing page. And landing page, difference between the capture page and the landing page. This is the capture page. This is where we're trying to capture information from people about their name, their email, and maybe their phone number. When you hit Get Instant Access, that takes you to the landing page where they get more information. They have an opportunity to make a purchase if they're interested, something of that nature. So that's the difference between capture and landing. And every capture page needs to have a landing page of some sort so that you're not just going off into la-la land cyberspace somewhere. You want them to go somewhere else where hopefully they may consider taking action. That's the whole purpose of these lead capture pages. So let me show you, and we'll do this kind of a step at a time so you can see this is fairly easy to be able to change. So if we go back to our main page here that shows all the capture pages, I have left the 007 up. Come back up here, we're going back to the members area. Remember, don't click any of these up here. Go to the members area. And that takes us back to our main dashboard for everything we're doing here. And this is not exactly intuitive in terms of how you might think about this, but it's the personal information tab that allows you to modify these web pages. Okay, so that's where you're always going to want to go if you're wanting to modify one of these web pages, is the personal information. And when you go in there, you will see that there's information up here at the top. None of this displays on your page, but if you don't have a zip code in here, I think the system may force you to put your zip code in. And you can make sure that this is just your personal information. There is a redirect URL in here which basically allows you to send people to a different landing page. Right now I'm going to leave it the way it's preset. But if you scroll down through here, what you have to do is, these are the first off, the blanks that people will see: your name, your phone number, your email, whatever you choose to put on one of these capture pages. You fill in this area, and then that will show up on your if not on the capture page, it shows up on the landing page. And this looks a little bit intimidating. I understand that. But what I want you to understand is we're going to focus on the 0007 capture page. So that's all you have to go down here and look for, is where it says editable pages 0007 and 007X. The 0007X is the landing page that is automatically attached to the 007 capture page. So, and a lot of these actually show you where things are going to go. So it says this is the end page you want the visitor to go to. It can be a page for a product, service, or opportunity. So they do give you some little hints in here. It tells you exactly what the 7 capture page and the 7X landing page are editable pages. So wherever you see those question marks, they're giving you a little bit of reminder, a little bit of information about how to go about setting up this capture page. But we're going to start right here. It says capture page starts here, and this one is for the background. So right now, if you look at the background of the 007 that Don and I have been playing with, you can see it's got a bunch of clouds and stuff there. Well, that comes from this code right here. And if I take that code out, it will make that disappear. In fact, I don't know if there's a standard back there or not, but if I take that code out and I come back down and I hit save changes, I'm pretty sure that will disappear. Refresh it. Yeah, right away. So there you go. You got, oh, there is a standard. The standard actually is a travel. So that is the default image that comes up when you take away the codes back there. It is kind of a travel background. So just know that that will show up on your 0007 unless you decide to change it. So if we come back over here, we're in our members area. There is a resources link. And so you go to the resources link and you scroll down, and they give you a lot of different pieces of information back here. Free tools, they tell you about payment processors, lots of different things. But down here under page design, that's where we're going. And we're going to the background images, because this is where you can pull any background image that's in this file and be able to pull a code to put into your page. So down here, I'm just gonna, there we go. All right, so you can put a solid color in as your background, or you can get into all kinds of different backgrounds down here. And I don't know, let's see. Yeah, let's go look at what we got there. Unfortunately, because I've got so much streaming going on, it's not moving as fast as I would like. But we can easily be able to pull, you know, even just, oh, there's the money ones. So if you pull one of these images, and you can copy and paste that little number so you don't forget what it is. All right, it doesn't want to do it for me right now. 03506, that's what I'm gonna go pack and put in there. I know. Back to the members area. And I usually have several different tabs open so that you can kind of bounce back and forth between these pages. But if you go back down to 007 and back to where it says background image, and you put in 03506, you have to hit save once you change something back here, or else the page won't remember it. You hit the save changes, and then we go back to the page and refresh it. And that should show us a different background. That didn't, something didn't do.
All right, who has their phone on?
Huh?
Somebody's phone is buzzing and I'm still hearing noise in the background.
Okay, well, and I'm not hearing as much noise as I did earlier, but for some reason it doesn't seem like it saved it. Huh? Henry dropped off? Oh, okay.
Henry said he couldn't hear.
Okay, well, that's why I'm glad we have the ability to do the recording, because he'll be able to look at it afterwards. Unfortunately, though, he's the one who had requested that I did this. So, and see, somehow my background didn't save, so that's why it didn't show up the second time. But if you come down to here where it says headline text, you know, we were experimenting with some stuff, but you can put anything in here you want to in terms of help kids go to camp or whatever it is that you want to put in, and hopefully this time it'll actually save. Huh?
What was that?
Yeah,
What?
exactly. This should, assuming it saved it. There we go. So you can see that it's fairly quick and easy to be able to change the things on this page. And every time you just go back to the personal information, scroll down to 007, and there's really only certain ones that you need to worry about. I mean, you can put in a subheadline right above where people put in their name and their email address. And then the other one I want to make sure people see is the YouTube video. So this is where you insert a YouTube video on the capture page. And if you have one you've uploaded to YouTube, you can go get that. If you don't, you can get any darn video that you want to put in there. iClub has a lot of videos out there related to their products that you can grab. But I thought I'd go out here and grab one of mine again, just because I want to make sure people know that on my personal YouTube channel is where you can find a lot of these iClub videos that I've been recording. So they're out here for you guys, so don't be afraid to use them. But some of you were here when and saw that I had put up this video last night, and I'll show you how I can put this video into my lead capture page. When you go to YouTube, if you find a video that you want to be able to put in your lead capture page, all you have to do is come down here under that video to the share button, and it already highlights the whole YouTube code for you, and that's the code that's going to go into that capture page. You just hit Control-C on your keyboard, and that will highlight that whole code. And then you can come back to your capture page, and let's see, there we go, YouTube video. A Control-V for Victor will actually copy that whole code in here. Now, one of the things you have to remember on this is kind of weird because you don't leave the whole URL in here. It only wants the URL after the slash, after it says YouTube. So we have to actually delete the HTTPS, et cetera, and just leave where it starts with the capital N and the J. That's all we want to leave in here. So we delete the rest of that, and that's all of the YouTube code that it's looking for to capture it. Then you come back down and you save that. And now if we go back to the web page that we're working on and we just hit the reload on that, we should see that video there. There it is. So it's not that, it doesn't take that long to be able to set up one of these pages. You know, even one that is one that you get to do all the editing on. Here's the next piece right there where you can change this and you can change this back in that back office. So if you come back to your members area, click back on the personal information and go on down to the 007. There you go, and you can see right now we've got things in there, but we can change those, and you can change more than one thing at a time. So, you know, it can be about go to camp.
But then you would have it doubled.
Yeah, you would. I'm just playing with this. I'm not going to promote this one, but yeah, it's just, whatever you want to put in here. Be a sponsor now, something like that, and just make sure you save it, and it should show up on that page. All right. So that's the beautiful thing. It's, you know, you can't really mess this up because you can always go back and change whatever you did, whatever you think you might have screwed up. I mean, it's just about going back to that personal place. If you don't like the video you put in there, you can put a different video in there, record something else, put it up on YouTube, and be able to insert it in there. So it's really, once you've got a video, whether it's yours or somebody else's, it really only takes a few minutes to get one of these sites set up and ready to go. And that's why I love using this as a teaching tool for folks who may not be able to, you know, may not understand all the ins and outs of creating websites. The website's up and running fairly quickly once we can help somebody do a video. And then, of course, I'm not sure where this is going to take us once I put this in here, but let's try it. See where the landing page takes us right now. It should be, okay, I still have this on a different landing page. So what you'll see when it finishes loading is I was able to send this to one of my WeCare website landing pages. And this is where we were talking about, you know, people who might want to be a sponsor of some of the people that we're working with. And, you know, we created this page. It's got an iClub travel video in it and an opportunity for people who can pay a sponsor fee here and sponsor somebody to be able to have the travel program, and we could start working with them. So that's the other beautiful thing about the iWebatool is that you can set it for whatever landing page you want. And there are automatic landing pages in here. In fact, if we go back to the capture pages, I think we also can see what all the landing pages look like. Yes, click here to view your landing pages. So this shows the capture pages, and then when you click here, it'll take you to all the landing pages. And you can see that's how you can tell the landing page. It has an X after the number. And there is actually somewhere an 007X. I know there is, and I think it's green. Yeah, there you go. So here is a typical 007X. And in fact, if you don't ever change the landing page that page is going to, this is where it will go. So let's see if it comes up for me. Come on, there it goes. So, and again, it says this page is 100% editable, work for any company. And so, again, with this, if this was the landing page, then you have the opportunity, if you want to put one of our travel programs in here, you can go grab that video off YouTube and put that here. Down here, you can, it says continue tour. If they click on this, this actually should take them, well, it'll take them wherever you want it to go. But you can set this up to go to your specific travel page. So with a situation like that, you can start with your capture page. There you go. Capture page, where you're talking to them about what, you know, what your cause or what your mission is. And then when they put their information in, it'll take them to the landing page. There you go. And that's where they can learn about a product or service that they can purchase to help with the cause that you're working on. So again, this is just the same way. You use the same background and be able to use the same. Go back to your members area. Okay, this takes you back to your capture pages. Oh, we're getting close to the end of our time here. There's the members area. Go back into your personal information, and then you'll see the landing page area for 007X. All right, so there it goes. Landing page starts here. So again, you go back and you can do all the same things. Again, 007 landing page. There's your background that you can go to. And a lot of these I don't even mess with because it gets into levels of detail that I'm not interested in. And somebody else may want to get into more of that. But typically, if you make sure you've got a background you like, you can do your headline text right in there. And you can actually change the color of your headline if you want to. And okay, and there's your, and again, they've got these great little things in here that will give you some additional information. You can tell it to go to your Extreme Savings Travel Club page, and it'll go right there. So these are the basics about how to use the iWebatool. And like I said, there's a lot of them that are all set up and ready to go if you're interested in just talking about the product. If you want to get into talking about causes and then introducing people to a product, the 007 is a very good page to use. But just to make sure you can see, there's also other pages there. Because any of them that are in green are ones that can be edited. So all of these you can edit for anything that you want. And this one they even have set up as a special event. So they've kind of given you a framework to be able to work here with this one to be able to publicize an event. So you can change a lot of different things on this page too, although I have not played with it. They obviously set it up to look like it's for a real fine. But you can set it up for anything. So that's quite a bit of information in a small amount of time. Questions, comments?
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming. Well, that's good. That's good. But we are going to run out of time here in about 7 minutes because Zoom only allows me to do 4 minutes, and that's usually plenty of time for everybody.
Okay. I have a question. So this is different than other things that I've worked with. So usually a landing page, that's it. You've got your video, you grab their information, they sign up. But it looks like this is 2 steps. Your capture page will be a video explaining why you're doing what you're doing. And then you probably need to say, click the button below and that will give you more information. And then, or fill in your information and hit send or whatever the instructions are so they know there's another step. Because most people are used to filling in one of those boxes and they get sent information of some sort, whether it's an autoresponder saying, congratulations, welcome to my newsletter or whatever, but this is different. This is leading them to yet another page with another video.
Right, and really the main value of this is if you're into the idea of being able to promote some kind of a cause or some kind of fundraising or whatever. I mean, that's why I'm using this, because it has a 2-step. First, you can tell about the cause, and then you can send them to see what we're using as a fundraiser kind of thing. And you can target it for anything. If you go back and look at the page that I did, or even listening to my video again, you'll see in the video I said, hey, we're looking for the people who are traveling anyway. And would you like to consider, looking at this travel program where you can get cash back every time you travel, and at the same time, you can help us fund this summer camp for kids and teach them about how to own a business. So I put all of that into my 3-minute video, and at the end it says, what do you think? Are you willing to at least take a look at the travel program and see if it's something you could use? And so if they put in their information, then it takes them to the next page, which is right now your travel program page. Sorry.
Here we go. Well, it's helpful to know, because I haven't done my video yet, to know what to say. So yeah, that's just the first video is just the setup, and then the second video tells them how it works.
Yeah, and again, you don't have to create a second video. With my 0007 capture page, it's taking them, or actually I'm using the 0015, which is another one of the video editable ones, but you can do it with the 7 or the 15, and there's not another video. It just takes them straight to your travel page where they can read through how the whole thing works, and at the bottom, if they want to buy it, they can.
Okay.
So, you can set up to do a second video where if you haven't given them any information on the front page about what you're going to present to them, then it makes sense to have that on the second page. And I have done some experimenting with that too. And on the second page, all I did was go to iClub.biz's video YouTube page and pull one of those videos into my capture page.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Make it easier. Don't do a second video. Just grab one of theirs.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did. And it's actually the same video that I was using that's in their travel opportunity one. Because this video is actually really good. It's just a 60-second video that says, why pay retail when you can pay wholesale when you travel? I mean, that's the bottom line of it. And even when people start getting in there and going, well, I'm comparing, the prices on Expedia Tap to what I can get through another website. And yeah, there's a little difference, but it's not a huge difference. It's like, yeah, but Expedia Tap's going to give you a check after you finish the travel. Is that other website going to do that? That's the part people don't remember and they don't understand until they see it happen. I think a lot of people don't even think that it's real. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, every time you complete a travel and you did it through Expedia Tap or you did it through EasyBook or you did it through the Disney Travel Network, you get a check in your account. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah, and that's a very common response, because I know when I first started researching different trips and things like that, I thought, well, I expected a huge increase, of savings, and you forget that, well, you're technically lowering the price because you're getting paid back.
Exactly. And we also have access to like Vacation Express is one, and I can't remember. I mean, we got tons of different vacation ones too, where they are only accessible by travel agents. And so we can get deep discounts on those packages. So if you ever find anybody who's looking for a resort package or something like that, we can get some really deep discounts on those, and then be able to, get the commission afterwards as well. So when you're talking about Expedia Tap, yes, there are, if you look through an Expedia Tap listing and then you look at a regular Expedia listing, there are some Expedia Tap listings that say, this is a specific travel agent discount. And so those are definitely discounted over anything that the public can get. But again, the big thing is getting the money back at the end. One of your team members, Dory, is actually making that her business right now. She's booking travel for all these pastors are doing all this travel and stuff, and she's getting the commissions put into her account, which is an awesome thing.
Nice.
Any other questions before this bombs out? It's about to go.
I have several, but I think it'll wait. I got to go to work to employment, so.
Okay.
It was and informative, and I even followed the basics. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Absolutely. Hit me up through Facebook anytime. I'd be happy to talk to you by phone and answer your questions.
Will do. Thank you much.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Take care.
Bye, Peggy.
Bye-bye. I'm going to let you go. It's about to time out. Take care. Thanks for being here, Dory.
All righty. See you soon.
Get on there. How do I hang up?